Start meditating now. Meditation is discovering what you are now, not what you have been or think you are, but the truth of yourself. I will teach you as you listen, but you must listen with your whole attention. I speak to the part of you that is most true and most real. This tape will help you to enter meditation in stages, gradually going deeper. Occasionally, we shall pause for a moment as we continue the meditation in silence. We shall cover a lot of ground. Meditation is a process of self-unfoldment and can't be rushed. It must be actually done, bit by bit. Feel free to stop the tape from time to time and continue your meditation in silence. Play the tape over and over. You'll be surprised how often you hear something new relevant to your advancing state of development. Use what I say as often as you're able. The more attention you give, the more you'll be able to enter the state of meditation with me. Before we actually start meditating, I want you to do something else. Deliberately lift the corners of your mouth as though you were about to smile, a sort of Mona Lisa smile. And try to keep it there. This is very important. By lifting your lips a little, you actually set in motion the lighter energy in your face. This very fine energy tends to rise up naturally towards the eyes. And it is this which makes a real smile. And as we all know, a smile is a lightening of the attention, or tension. Let us look at the resources at our disposal. First, there is your body. That is the part you are going to enter. Then you have this. Look at your hand. What you are using to look with is your attention. Your attention is the other part of you, the instrument for entering the body. Where your attention is at any time is where you are as a perceiving individual. To learn to release the tension inside your body. First, I'm going to demonstrate in your experience the cause of most of that tension. Open your eyes and look at something. You'd probably say that the way you are looking at that object now is pretty normal. Well, if that's normal, you're unsuspectingly building up a lot of tension. Keeping your eyes open, pull back from behind the eyes. Withdraw the effort, the concentrated attention of looking. Smile. That will help. Just the corners of the mouth, though. Relax your eyes. Do you feel the difference? You are endeavoring to take the tension out of looking. Pull back until you can see out of the corners of your eyes as well as ahead. Look peripherally. Blink, and blink regularly. That will help you to cut off the output and to pull back. You now have a wider, more relaxed vision. You are seeing without looking. The senses were evolved to receive information, not to project it. Part of your meditation is to reverse this habit of self-projection. And of course the energy you save is the very energy you need to go within. So every time you can think of it during the day, pull back from the eyes and see without looking. Listen without needing to hear. In fact, be without trying to be. Each time you meditate, accept that for the short period you are meditating, not one thought that comes into your mind, no matter how pressing, is valid. So let's start meditating now. First, sit erect, feet together on the floor unless you're accustomed to sitting cross-legged Eastern style. Don't loll. You're likely to go to sleep. Remember, we go to sleep each night by withdrawing into our subconscious, and any attempt to enter it consciously as we are doing now is likely to be taken by the body as a command to go to sleep. So you're sitting up straight. Now close your eyes. You're doing this to stop going out of your eyes. We want you, your attention, inside. So we close the main portholes of escape. I would ask you to close your ears too, if that were possible. So you're sitting upright with your eyes closed. Now you've got to take some breaths, special kind of breaths. Don't do anything yet. When I tell you, I want you to breathe out first and empty your lungs. In this meditation, you don't breathe in on old air. And then I want you to breathe in by filling your tummy with air, or what appears to be your tummy. This is diaphragmic breathing. Babies breathe this way naturally. Let me show you first. Keep your eyes closed. I will exaggerate the sound so you can follow me. First, I breathe out slowly. Now I breathe in. As slowly as I can. I do not use my chest. I fill my tummy. As soon as the chest starts to rise, I stop. I now hold the breath for a few seconds. And then I breathe out as slowly as I can. Each time before beginning meditation, take 3 of these breaths as rhythmically as possible. Try a practice one now on your own. Emptying the lungs first, breathing into the tummy without letting the chest rise, holding it, and then breathing slowly out. On the in-breath, when we do it together, I would like you to do something else. When you've filled your lungs and are holding your breath, push the air down using the muscles of the back and tummy. This is similar to how women bear down in childbirth. Try a practice breath and push down now. Don't use your chest to breathe in. You are utilizing more lung area, revitalizing your lungs as a whole. I emphasize that you must not distress your body in any of this. No forcing, no overdoing. Moderation is best. The effect on your meditation of breathing like this is to quieten the body. Now together, let's try the first breath, taking the timing from me. Breathe out, emptying the lungs. Now breathe in. As the chest starts to rise, stop. Hold it. Now, still holding the breath, push down and move the air around for 3 or 4 seconds, and then release it as slowly as you can. Let's do a couple more. Breathe out first. In. Stop as the chest begins to rise. Hold. Push down. Use your tummy muscles to push the air around. Now release, breathing out as slowly as you can. Again, once more. Out. In. Slowly. Hold. Push down, around. Out, slowly. I shall leave it to you while we're meditating now, to breathe from the diaphragm as often as you need to. That should be every 4 to 5 minutes to start with. The difficulty is remembering. Distraction due to thinking is a sure sign that you need some deep breaths. So you're sitting erect, eyes closed, and you've breathed. Now give me your attention. I snap my fingers. Your attention immediately goes to the sound. It is that attention, your attention, the same attention you used to look at your hand earlier, that you perceive with. Now I want you to put that attention within you. Center it at the point between the eyebrows. Take your time. Relax. You're looking into the back of the eyelids and up a bit. Found it? As you get settled, you'll become aware of a grainy mass of black and light pinpoints. Take your time. Relax. Keep your mind centered on that point between the eyebrows. Gather yourself there. If you're not able to find it yet, don't worry. You will with practice. Next, direct your attention onto the energy inside your hands. I repeat, inside your hands. What do you feel? Try to avoid visualizing external hands. Perceive the energy of the hands from within. What does it feel like? A slight tingling, right? What you could describe as a mild form of pins and needles? Got it? Take your time. Relax. Take a diaphragmic breath, breathing out and inhaling slowly. In the same way as you felt the energy in your hands, we are now going to go around your body with your attention. Start with the lips. These are a very sensitive part of the body, and we don't have to stimulate them with kissing to put the energy there. It's always there. Feel it? Very fine, isn't it? Smile. Just the corners of the mouth, though. Next, focus the attention on the tip of the nose. There's distinct feeling there. Feel it? A tingling? A pulsing? You name it for yourself. You see? You're starting to come alive already. Now feel your feet. Keep the corners of the lips up. Toes. Ankles. Are you getting the idea? Put the attention on the knees. The small of the back. Shoulders. Back of the head. You are developing another sense, an inner sense. Even your tongue is alive with its own special feeling. Feel it? I call this inner way of perceiving apperception. That is to distinguish it from normal perception, which uses the external senses. You must familiarize yourself apperceptively with your body as often as you can remember to do it. Don't wait until you're sitting in meditation. This is something you can practice at any time of the day. I suggest now that you take 3 rhythmic deep breaths to your own timing, and we will start meditating again. So you have taken your breaths. You're sitting upright, eyes closed, with the corners of your mouth raised in a slight smile. Gather yourself in. Pull back from the eyes, the ears, all over. Put the attention on the point between the eyebrows. See the grainy blackness and gather yourself there. Relax. Is your attention there? Now to release some of the tension that has gathered in other parts of your body. Where do you feel tense, strained? What parts of your body are uptight? With your eyes closed, look around inside. It might be that you feel something like a band of energy around your head, or a weight across your shoulders. You are looking for inner tension. Keep that slight smile on your lips. When you feel tension in the shoulders or anywhere, remember to let it go, to allow it to drop down towards the pit of the stomach. As you go still, you will actually feel the tension draining down and the shoulders settling into a more relaxed and natural position. Any tension apperceived has to be released by dropping it down, letting it fall into your tummy, the lower abdomen. This is the natural garbage pit of the body. Everything not needed by the organism ends up here, where it can be dealt with and dissolved, and that should include stress consciously faced up to as we are doing now. So any tension you detect, you allow to drop down towards the abdomen. You drop it down by surrendering it, by giving it up, not holding on to it a moment longer. You don't want it, do you? So give it up. But that's easier said than done, isn't it? What you are endeavouring to do is to learn the simple art of not holding on to your own body with your unconscious attention. Unconscious attention is tension. As soon as you make the unconscious attention conscious, the tension around it dissolves and disappears. Are you in meditation? Place your attention on the stomach area. What do you feel? Is there a disturbance there? Something distracting you? If so, it's a relationship to something outside yourself. Something in the past? Something in the future? A demand made on you by others or by yourself? Place your attention upon it. Every time you have a row or argument, you may have noticed that the emotion of it lingers in your stomach below the solar plexus. The emotion is like a continuation of the dispute inside you, and it forces you to think over and over all that was said, as well as a lot that wasn't and you'd wished you'd said. Unless it is necessary to help you to take action, you are merely playing emotional games, indulging yourself. You resist as much as possible the urge to think about what happened. Take several deep, long, diaphragmic breaths. They are crucial on these occasions. Center your attention on the emotion in your stomach. This will help to keep the mind occupied, as it will be straining to think. Hold the emotion by examining the sensation of it, just as you have learned to hold and identify the tingling sensation in the other parts of your body. Each time you catch yourself thinking, start again. Take more deep breaths. Don't allow the chest to rise. And go straight back to the emotion in your stomach. Don't think. Hold the emotion. Enter it. Be the emotion. Suffer it. Be the pain. Groan if it helps, but don't try to escape it by thinking. Don't walk around. Don't move. Bear it as long as you can. You have to rid yourself of this alien thing by confronting it, burning it out of you. If you think about it, talk about it, move because of it, you are running from it, running from the discomfort and pain. Don't be fooled. It is using you. You can get rid of it this way, forever. If you don't face up to it now, as most people don't, it will be back tomorrow, next month, or next year, to torment and agonize you again. Only then it will have joined up with all your other unresolved emotional conflicts, and will make you feel more wretched and miserable. By using the attention to hold the sensation of the emotion, you gradually dissolve the emotion. By refusing to think, you actually starve it, deny it life. Think, and you immediately revive it. Isn't that true? Are you in meditation? Place your attention on the stomach area. What do you feel? Now, continue in meditation. After a few moments of silence, we shall go on to another stage. There are now, locked up inside of you, as in a jail, a number of people. They are your psychological prisoners. Although a great deal of trouble to you, you are afraid to let them go. These are people you've been attached to, where emotion has entered the relationship. Mother, father, boss, wife, husband, children, former lovers, old school chums and the like. Whether alive or dead, still in contact or apparently forgotten, they live on in you as emotional entities. If you see, think or dream about one of them, depending on the intensity of the relationship, up pops the old energy of the person or situation, and you are emotionally disturbed again. These emotions are searingly real in their effect on you, and yet they are phantoms. You have to release these emotional prisoners. This is what you do. Without waiting for crossed relationships to grapple with, sit in meditation in the ordinary way. Take some breaths. Lift the corners of the lips. Put the attention on the abdomen. Your specific intention is to free anyone, any negative feeling against another, you might have locked up inside of you as a result of past ignorance or attitude. For example, it might be the feeling that your mother or father failed you at some time in your life. Let the person, the feeling, go. Let's say it's your father. Smile. Forgive him. With love, not necessarily with love for him, but just love or goodwill. See that all you've been holding on to was your own self-centered expectation of what a father should be. If he was not a good father, so what? It's all behind you, and all the more reason not to hold on to him. The truth is, he owed you nothing that he did not give. He gave what he could, all that his nature and conditioning allowed, just as you give. Any failure or denial was only life, your life at that time, which you can now let go of. Liberate anyone, any feeling inside of resentment or grudge towards another. Name the person. Free them of any further demands from you. Say, I free you in love from any debt or blame I may have been holding over you. You owe me nothing. If it helps, visualize bars being dissolved in your stomach and every emotion you ever harbored regarding others flying out of your body like shadows, going where they may, free at last of your holding and concealing. Any emotional entities you find trying to stay around, shoo away, saying to yourself, be free, be gone. There is nowhere left here for you to hide. I am empty, emptied. Do all this with a sense of love, of giving. Imagine yourself returning all that you ever held back and becoming more and more emptied and transparent. By giving and loving in this way, you are surrendering your old self, your old deadening emotional layers. You are being made new, fresh, alive. Now continue in meditation, holding the energy of what I have just said, the idea that you are being made new. Make this the first step towards taking the trying out of your life. When you give up trying, you don't stop seeing, hearing, feeling, being or doing. You just perform less wearyingly and more as nature intended. Sit erect, check your breathing, and gather yourself in while I give you one final word. No talk of truth or finding yourself is complete without love. Love is the final word. Meditation has to be accompanied by a growing awareness of love, because love is only a giving up of your old dead self. When you're sitting in silence and hear a bird singing, allow the sound to enter your stomach area. Connect with it. It is fresh with life, and will help to put you in touch with the love of life, your true self within you. Also, you must endeavour to love more in the world. It is no longer enough for you to say you love someone or something. That allows you to regard love as a static, finished thing, whereas love is an intensely active, ceaseless state of being. So say or feel, I love you, only finish the sentence, but I must love you more. And in that active commitment, you will grow in love and life. I wish you well. In love, I am with you.